Why, hello there, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you all for coming out today. I really appreciate you showing up. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about today. A lot of stuff to talk about today. So I want to jump in and go ahead and get started on it. Just a heads up, my microphone is going to be positioned like this because I am still recovering from jaw surgery. My mouth is still wired shut. I can talk, obviously. I have trouble enunciating certain words, so I do apologize about that. But I'm going to do my best to get through this, do my best to make sure that all this news is covered and everything. Hi, Resnov. Hello. It's nice to see you here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started a little bit. First thing we want to talk about today is Jesse Singal. He put out a blog post. They will never ever stop lying about everything, but don't give them the attention they want. I am writing this from prison, internet prison, which is the worst kind. Oh, I empathize with this quite a bit. If you've been on the Twitter timeline lately, you can tell that I am something of a controversial character. For no really good reason, but that's beside the point. All right, I'm going to cross my legs, get comfy, and we can get started. So this is a tweet by Alejandro Carbello. Did the I identify as an attack helicopter joke just destroy Jesse Singal's career? Absolutely legendary. Interesting. I don't want to do that. Okay. A subset of Twitter's most prolific and confident junior detectives is convinced that I shut my Twitter account down to somehow cover my tracks and/or admit defeat over this article that I published March 10th. In my Substack post explaining my reasoning for taking a Twitter break, which went up yesterday, I wrote, "One weird aspect of leaving Twitter, at least in my experience, is that people start making up reasons why the account in question vanished. Of course, no one could just leave Twitter because they don't want to be on Twitter anymore. I signaled I was going to do this 5 days ago, and the break is long overdue, so it's not in response to any one thing. I'm giving myself a deadline of the end of the day tomorrow to shut down the account. I do want to let the alt grow a little bit more before I pull the plug." That seems pretty reasonable. You really can just click that link and see that the tweet in question 1 was posted March 9th, a day before the article went up, and 2 included an invitation for people to archive my tweets. Me appealing directly to Judge Internet, my hands and legs shackled, my orange jumpsuit covered in sweat stains and God knows what else stains. Are these the acts of a guilty man? And here's the tweet that he put up. It says, "I'm likely going to take a full Twitter break soon, shutting this account down for a bit. If there's anything you want to archive, now's the time. I'll use my alt account as a mostly automated 0 followers, 0 interaction account to tweet my work out. So follow that if you want." That's fair. I think that's fair. This hasn't stopped many of the junior detectives in question from spreading all sorts of bizarre and defamatory rumors about my departure. So much so that, as Katie informed me via screenshot from her phone, I'm a trending topic on Twitter. Look at that. Yeah, sure enough. Right there, number 3 on the list, Jesse Singal. That's me, 2/3 as important as Jared Kushner, the man who permanently fixed the Middle East. It's never a good sign when your name shows up in that box. It's never because everyone has decided to spontaneously sing your praises. Yeah. No fucking kidding. Look, part of my problem, and part of the reason I got addicted to Twitter, is that in situations like this, the logic nerd part of my brain always gets snared on the craziness. I could devote thousands of words to these tweets and how batshit insane they are. I could rush back onto Twitter to defend myself. If I did, I'd make points like these. Does it make sense to claim I'm hiding evidence for violating HIPAA, a law I'm not subject to, by deleting my Twitter account but leaving the article in question up? Unaltered, save for one sentence I tweaked slightly in a transparent manner. Does it make sense to claim I was unaware of the helicopter joke meme when I have written about it, podcasted about it, and when very early on in the article the junior detectives are mad about, I wrote, I sexually identify as an attack helicopter, after all, is a well-worn internet meme often used as an attack against transgender people. Makes sense to me. But see, there I go again. Even there, I spent far too much time on these ghouls than they deserve. My counter-arguments are completely beside the point. The folks tweeting these rumors aren't doing so because they're true. They're doing so because the goal is to inflict as much reputational damage on me as possible, and because at a certain point this becomes a bizarre, religiously infused sort of online spectator blood sport governed by its own incomprehensible internal logic, rather than any clearly thought-through goals or norms or tactics. Very, very interesting. This is all very, very interesting, isn't it? Well, one part of it is comprehensible. They are wish casting. Alejandro Carbello is spinning what is, for her followers, a deeply satisfying yarn in which my own ignorance and carelessness led to my downfall. Her evidence my career is destroyed is I logged off Twitter. That should tell you everything you need to know. Let them have Twitter. For those who support my work and or see a need to defend me on there, I do appreciate it, and of course feel free to disseminate this brief rant. But beyond that, don't engage with these people. Don't argue with them. Don't send me their screenshots. This has been going on for almost 5 years, and it's never going to stop, so you should adapt to that reality. If and when their lies get so extreme or so specific or so defamatory, I need to respond. Trust that I will. But for now, I have everything I need to podcast and write about whatever I want on my own terms. I have a dream job. I don't need the approval of the 0.0000001% of Twitter's most sociopathic obsessives, and I have nothing to gain from climbing back down into the pit with them for round 234248243. I have work to do. Hello, Zoe. Hello, Twumby. Yeah, so this is a very interesting blog post here by Jesse Singal. And I think it points to a big problem within our community. And that is simply the Twitter blood sports. I'm sure many of you are very familiar with how narratives can get spun and twisted and molded around to make someone seem like a devil. I will tell you this. I have personal experience with this. I have been through the ringer, as it were. I have been subject to Judge Twitter several times. Many of the times before the last one have been very half-hearted, I think, attempts to run me out of the trans space. I don't know why people are so scared of me. I think maybe it's because I'm just pretty, and they know that they'll never have what I have. So their jealousy takes the form of hate, and I think that's what we see here today. I'm sorry that many of you will not have my hips, but we need to stop tearing each other down over stupid shit, okay? All right. Now, I do want to say a little brief bit here about the timeline today, since it is relevant. I will tell you that you should really wait to cast judgment. There is going to be some news that comes out in the coming weeks that will make it clear what kind of situation we are dealing with here today. Okay? So if you would, just for a little bit longer, hold off on casting judgment on me. Okay? Hold off on spreading a lot of baseless rumors about me. All right? A lot of this will be cleared up in the coming weeks. I am working on a document to respond to a lot of these allegations. And there is going to be something said by somebody very important in this situation. So, just hang out for a little bit longer. And you'll have all the information. You'll have the truth. And then you can make your decision, okay? All right. And if you don't like me after that, that's fine. You don't have to like me. But you also don't have to lie about me. You know what I mean? You don't have to lie about me. All right. So, we covered the Jesse Singal thing. Let's move on to the next topic, shall we?